The very first part of the tower that I will be building, just to give a general look of what's going on, is this balcony, the side piece. So this attaches onto here above the armory. It half of its terrain, and then of course the balcony. And then this is gonna be the height of the first wall. It's 12 blocks up. So because the first brick is gonna be completely covered in terrain, because the terrain is about a brick high. So really it's only 11 high, and then the rest of the walls, I mean stories, are only going to be 10 high. So like, see, this is the map for them. So if I put it here, the first story is just going to be one brick higher. I think you won't be able to notice it, but it'll just, I think, come together still pretty well. So to start, these are all the pieces I need for the roof. It's just gonna be a simple gray roof. I'll tile it off later if I want. I will be adding a railing. These are the prototype rails that I've made. I might make them longer. I have another prototype, which is this one. I like this one a lot better, but I don't really have any more of these pieces, so we'll see how it goes. But we're gonna start with the roof first. So I didn't record it because it was just too high, and I have the other floors recorded, which are down there. That's the top floor, and then I had to deconstruct the entire bottom floor because I didn't buy enough pieces to finish this tower. But this is the first story of the tower. I incorporated this black. Originally I wasn't gonna have it, but it just worked out that way, and I think it looks kind of cool. It adds to the build. Here's the back. It's just to kind of fill in. I might change it later. What I'm most proud about is this right here, just this kind of design, and this and that. I'll change it later. I might add more, but this is that balcony. It comes off. Well, it's supposed to come off separately, but that's the balcony. There's the droids, and then I'll put on the second story, which is here. And what I might do is just put on the top story, so it's a 2-story tower, until I get enough bricks to finish this. Technically this would be the second story. So until I get enough bricks to finish that, I just leave it barren, and so it's only a 2-story tower, and then put on that second story in the middle. So then you'll see kind of what the tower will look like, but with it not being finished. All right, so next I just put these little jumper plates. I really like these ones because they just kind of hold this wall better together. It's pretty easy to move. I don't know, it's not really structurally sound, but I'm okay with that. But then I put these little jumper plates here because, you know, I don't really need the big one there, but these hold together where it's the intersection. So I think it should look pretty good. I'm gonna work on the front here, and then I'll come back, put on that last story, and kind of explain everything. Okay, so coming back, I just, you know, kind of finished off this top piece. This is what it'll look like for now. For the bottom, I'll have to work on this little area, but for right now, that's not really a big deal. We're just trying to get the roof on and all that. Into a slight problem when putting this second story on. Everything works on the back side, but the only things that don't work are these jumper plates. They sit, you know, right there, and they can't connect, so that's a problem. Okay, so here we go for putting on the roof. This is what I used for, I just used these jumper plates, and then for here I just decided to use the standard 1x2. And like I said, we're just gonna put on the top floor for now. Okay. Yeah. So here's technically the third story on the second story. As you can see, it's gonna be a really tall tower because yeah, that's gonna be the final height. So that's gonna look awesome. But for now, we're gonna leave this because I'll need to bring in another parts order for it. I gotta finish out the back and then I'll make it so you can put the roof on. Okay, so to save on some tile, we're doing this pattern. I'm hoping it works well again. Basically, I just take these black, 2 of these. See if I can do this one-handed here. Do that. And that. And you just snap them right together like that. And in this case, yeah, that'll work. Just like that. That's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so this is the wall. I'm not sure if I like it. I might replace those bricks. It just adds kind of a cool pattern. Here's what I did on the other. I just made it opposite so it looked a little better. And then I'll finish it over here. And hopefully, since this is a third story, there's not gonna be the doorway. So I'll work on the balcony, but there'll just be a wall here, which will kind of look weird. This is the finished third story. I'm just gonna copy this exact pattern on the bottom. So I'm just gonna kind of be in the middle up top, and this corner's on the bottom, so it kind of looks like a 5 die, I guess. This will probably be just flipped on the, well, actually it'll be flipped on that side, but then this will have a doorway, and then I'll just have this. I'll probably change this as well. And then here's the back. It's just gonna be that going all the way up. Yeah, and then so now we're gonna work on the balcony next, and then work on plating off the top as well, and then we'll move on to terrain. The last thing I'm going to do for this episode is build the balcony for the top of the second story. I just really wanted to get this done, see if it would look good. The design I went with was just using these 4x8s and then my railing design that I showed earlier. And then I think I'll fill it in later with some more tile, so it'll be completely tiled off and look a lot cleaner. But for now, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.